I want to say I'm sorry. I voted for him, and now they done cut off my food stamps and my check, and I don't know how I'm supposed to eat. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, y'all. I thought it was going to help. I just wanted to come on here and say I'm sorry. I voted for him, and I thought he was going to make things better for folks like us.
I don't know about you, but I cannot keep living like this. I am tired in my bones. I am tired in my soul. We are not supposed to live this way.
Get ready to be thoroughly disgusted. This white MAGA supporter is set to receive asylum from Germany.
So a Republican woman is in shock because she showed up at the hospital in Florida with an ectopic pregnancy, and they told her they couldn't help her because of the law, just like we said that they would. So she was so upset she called the governor, because of course when you're in the middle of a medical emergency you want to call a politician, but he didn't pick up the phone. And how many women had their governor's number on speed dial?
Do you know that the areas being most impacted by Donald Trump's government shutdown and programs like SNAP, Head Start, and more expiring is Republican rural areas?
What's up, guys? As always, we are keep seeing MAGA crying tears, but guess what? Nothing sweeter than MAGA tears, because at the end of the day, these people voted for the administration which are making more people suffering, losing their benefit, and now more America, they're going to be hungry. So how come you can feel some sympathy for this kind of people? I feel like whatever happening, they deserve it because they voted for this. Guys, let's dive in. The credit goes to the original of the videos. I'll be back with more commentary.
Well, the Democrats were right again, and Trump is doing such a miserable job at running this economy that for the second time this year already, the Fed is being forced to lower interest rates. And just to put this in perspective, the last time the Fed had to lower interest rates was in March of 2020, right after Joe Biden got in office. And the reason they had to lower interest rates is because Trump had just gotten done completely tanking the economy, and our unemployment rate was at 14.7%, the highest since the Great Depression. Good job, Trump. And now we're seeing that all over again because Trump has no idea what he's doing in this economy. Inflation continues to rise, and Trump's jobs numbers are so bad that he fired the person giving him the numbers, and then the next month he got even worse numbers. Nice job. And at this point, honestly, I think he has to keep the government shut down because he doesn't want us to know what his jobs numbers are because they're that bad. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist, you guys know me, but some people say that billionaires love when the economy crashes, sort of like during Trump's first term, because that's when people are forced to sell their cars, their homes, their farms, and then investors like J.D. Vance are ready and waiting to buy up farmland when these people go out of business. So I'll be honest, I don't know if Trump is crashing the economy on purpose so that his billionaire friends can run off with the money, or he's just completely incompetent. Honestly, it could go either way. All right, guys, I hope you're having a great Wednesday. For the last week or so, I've been slightly optimistic that there would be some sort of solution to the SNAP benefits during the shutdown, whether it was a standalone bill or whether Trump would swoop in to save the day because he loves being people's savior. But I will tell you, I'm a little bit less optimistic now because I'm starting to feel like Trump is between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he wants to reopen the government because as soon as he does, we will have that extra Democrat sworn in and we'll all be able to take a look at those files that we want to see. And Trump will have to release the jobs numbers, and he absolutely doesn't want to do that. All right, guys, that's my analysis for now. Let me know what you think. Do you guys think that there will be some last minute deal reached to fund SNAP benefits for 40 million people, or will Republicans actually let this happen? I'm starting to feel like they will. Anyway, let me know what you think. I love you guys, and we'll talk soon. All right.
Get ready to be thoroughly disgusted. This white MAGA supporter is set to receive asylum from Germany. Yeah, Germany, you heard that right, to the United States.
This is Naomi Zeibt, and I am the first European to seek asylum in the United States of America under President Trump's new proposal for a refugee mandate, because I am facing persecution in my home country, Germany.
Zeibt just traveled from Germany to meet with Republican Rep. Anna Paulina Luna to help her with her claim. Note that Germany is ranked in the top 5 when it comes to democracy. The United States is ranked 29th. Meanwhile, the Trump administration is sending Western Africans back to Africa where they face political persecution and torture. Oh, and Zeit is also a white nationalist who shared QAnon conspiracy theories as well as Pizzagate theories.
So, guys, as you see, these Trump supporters, they are so frustrated and suffering because the economy and because the life is expensive. Like, they are cutting their benefit, and now the rent is higher and everything is expensive. And remind you, they voted for Trump because he promised them he's going to make their life better, economy is going to be better. But now look what's happening. Actually, I'm not like enjoying your pain, but this is the consequences of your action, of your choice. I hope this will open your eyes and help you to make the best decision next time. Yeah, guys, let's keep watching.
So you know how the Trump administration is holding all these press conferences and they're like, we're winning, we're bombing ships, we're threatening to go into another country, we're winning so much. Oh, look, this one brown-skinned person has a horrible track record, we're winning. And then MAGA supporters are like, oh my God, all this winning. They're not winning and they're pissed. So here's what Fox News doesn't want you to know. So companies in the United States are taking a huge hit. Let's just focus on BlackRock, okay? The big American finance giant. They just lost $17 billion. Why did they lose $17 billion? Because a giant Dutch pension fund withdrew their investment in BlackRock. Why? Why did they do that? Because BlackRock de-emphasized climate and social justice initiatives to cater to Trump's agenda. And then this pissed off the Trump administration. Morgan Stanley, another financial giant, just undertook a huge study. They pulled a shit ton of individual investors in U.S. companies, and 80% of them said that they want companies like BlackRock and any other companies they choose to invest in to have climate change initiatives. They believe climate change is real. They're upset at all these companies capitulating to this dumbass administration. They believe in climate change. 80% of them. So they're putting their own pressure on companies, withdrawing money, investing elsewhere in companies that have the balls to stand up to this administration. Trump, their administration is not happy. And then here's a big one. Trump is so pissed off, he even posted about it. A Norway wealth fund worth $2 trillion just sold their stake in Caterpillar. U.S. equipment manufacturer Caterpillar. Yep. Just sold all of their shares. Why? Because Israel purchases Caterpillar equipment to undertake the big G word. Yeah, Norway divested in a bunch of Israel banks and investments as well for the same reason. This pissed off MAGA so much that Lindsey Graham just went on a tirade. We're going to put even more tariffs on you, Norway, and we're going to revoke, all of your visas to come here and everything like that. They are piss. Meanwhile, other investors are having this conversation across the board. Fox News is not letting you know about this. They have seen a titanic shift of other countries investing in American markets, meaning they're not. They're pulling out. They're not investing in American companies. The U.S. exceptionalism has been single-handedly destroyed by this administration. And other, especially dictator countries are more than happy to step in and fill the gap, and they are. And these investors, U.S. investors, are saying it's not going to return because European stocks, Hong Kong stocks, all these stocks are soaring and they love it. And now everybody's buying in to other countries' investments and they're completely bypassing the United States. And the final message that investors are passing around to each other is we have no one who's going to help us. We have to save ourselves. That's a lot of winning.
Yeah, guys, actually, the cost of living in America has exploded and it's so expensive. Life is expensive. As you know, the SNAP benefit, they don't like, it's not there yet. People are suffering and it's holiday. You understand, many people already lost their job. Like, rent is crazy, business are collapsing. But again, these people voted for this. That's what people keep saying. Actually, MAGA, who voted for Trump, and you know you are working class, you are poor, sorry for you, because actually this this was only for rich people. He was only in favor of rich people, billionaire. If you are not among that, yeah, that's why you're figuring out, that's why you're suffering like on this point, because he doesn't care about working class. He doesn't care about people who work every day to pay tax. He only he only focused on taking care of his rich billionaire. So he was never for poor people. But he used your hatred you have towards other communities so he can manipulate you and you vote against your interest. Because I don't understand, how can someone manipulate you to vote against your own business, your own family member? We saw how there is some MAGA actually who voted deportation, knowing very well they have members in the family who don't have all the required documents. How do you call that? It's like they manipulate you to the level you don't even think. You don't think. Imagine to be a farmer and you vote everything and you are just voting against your own employee who work hard so you can survive, you and your family, but you can go ahead and vote against that. I don't understand what they told you. I feel like there's something we don't know. I feel like there's something MAGA they aren't telling us, like they promised them, that can make them vote against their own interest to this level, because this is insane. This is crazy. Can you imagine? I vote against my husband, my mom, my wife, and there is some, I don't know, I don't even understand. And that's why we keep seeing MAGA suffering. That's what we keep seeing Trump supporters suffering. That's why we keep seeing all this happening, because these people, I don't know. I don't know. And again, whatever happening, they thought it will happen to other people, to other communities. For them, they will be safe because they voted for him, because they're racist. And now, trust me, they're suffering. They are the most who are suffering. Even though all of them, they're not like coming out and saying it loud, but I know they're suffering. Can you imagine to see the person you supported for get you out of your job, make you lose your business you work for so hard for many years, make you lose your heritage, like everything? Wow, the pain is real. That's why these tears are sweeter than ever. So guys, actually I have few comments from the people. Let's hear what the people are saying about the situation. The first one say, funny how no handout turn into there is my food card really quickly. There is my food card really quickly. The second one say, we want them, but now they know. I still feel bad. This system broke for all of us. The third one say, I voted red my whole life. Never again. I didn't realize I was voting against myself. The fourth one say, the irony is loud. The like grocery store and loud. The last one said, this is the cost of believing billionaire cares about the broke people. Recent land, because they will not care if the price goes up, the rent, all of them on the on mention, like many of them, they have cars. If gas goes up, they can afford that. So don't compare yourself to them. So guys, thank you for watching. Actually, subscribe to the channel. I will see you next one as always. Bye.